Hello students, this course is for basic electrical engineering for all branches of BTech first year students. This course is taught in every university by the name of basic electrical engineering, somewhere maybe electrical technology like that. So why this course is being taught to every branch of a student? The logic is that electrical energy, the development of any nation depends on the electrical energy. How much energy we are using, that decides one of the parameter how much our nation is developed. So a developed country, they are using very high amount of electrical energy, and in daily life everywhere you will find that the use of the electricity. In your household, mobile, laptop, TV, railway, transportation, communication, distribution, everywhere you will find that the electrical energy and electrical concept is needed, because the transfer of energy from one place to another place is very simple by using the electrical energy. So this course is taught irrespective of branches everywhere in Indian universities and in abroad university also. So I will give the idea about the basic electrical engineering in my subsequent lectures also. So now I first tell you what type of book I will follow for this basic electrical engineering. If you want to learn basic electrical engineering, so books, fundamental books are Basic Electrical Engineering by I.J. Nagrath, and D.P. Kothari. D.P. Kothari, he is IIT retired professor. And another book, Basic Electrical Engineering, that is A.E. Fitzgerald. A.E. Fitzgerald and Higginbotham. These two books I will follow for this course. I.J. Nagrath, D.P. Kothari and A.E. Fitzgerald. For electrical student especially and electronics student especially, I will recommend to buy this book. And you need to study everything. Everything is given here in this in these books. These books are very standard book. And but for other branches of a student, they can also follow this book, because fundamental concept of all branches like mechanical, civil, electronics, computer, everything is given in that book. Fundamental concepts are given in these books. So let us start this course. Myself is Dr. Muhammad Fahim Ansari. I am BTech, MTech and PhD in electrical engineering, and more than 15 years of teaching experience. So let us start. So first we will discuss about the fundamental concept which you have studied in your 11 and 12 class physics. So I will first recall all this concept. Basic electrical engineering, most of the students have some fear, but you keep in mind that this is the simplest course. If you study, then it give you very good result. Whatever you have studied in your class 11 and 12, that I will first discuss. And in basic electrical engineering, only 5 type of element we will be going to study. One element will be resistance. Second element will be capacitance. And third element is inductance. Then fourth is current source, and fifth one is voltage source. We have to study only this much thing. So don't worry, this is a very simple course. We will study one by one. So before starting resistance, capacitance, inductance, some of the fundamental concept I would like first to revise you. What is potential? This you have also studied in class. Even you have studied this thing potential in class 9th, 10, 12, 11 also in term of potential energy. So in current electricity we will study it. Potential is the amount of work done per unit charge. The unit of work is joule and charge is coulomb. This joule per coulomb is also called volt. Work done per unit charge, the unit is volt. Joule per coulomb is called volt. Now this V is potential is work done by charge, and this here you can also write W equal to V multiplied by Q. You can multiply Q by V, so you will get this relation. Potential, work relation, work, charge and potential relation. This is the relation, work, voltage and charge relation. Another relation is that is called power. How power is defined? Power is work done per unit time is called power, and this work W you can write V multiplied by Q. Work is V multiplied by Q from here. V multiplied by Q is, so you can put it here, and Q by charge by time. You know what is the charge by time? Charge by time is current. So voltage multiplied by current, it is called power, and its unit is watts. This is watt. So power is watt. Now suppose one resistance is there. Suppose I am writing a symbol of resistance which you have very much familiar. It is denoted by R, and suppose V is the potential difference at these 2 points, and a current is flowing I from here to here. These 2 points, these 2 end points are called, terminals. I am writing here A and B. These 2 points A and B are called, A and B are terminals. So this resistance having voltage V and current I. So this relation you can also write like this: voltage is current multiplied by resistance is voltage, and it is I. So you can also write it as I square R. This is called power in watt. You can also write as current V by R. Current is voltage divided by resistance square multiplied by resistance, so it becomes VA square by R. So you can use either of the relation, or any VA square by R or I square R. So these 2 equations will give you the same result. So this relation, so I was discussing about the power. So power is V multiplied by I, or it is equal to I square R, or it is equal to V square by R. R is the resistance. That we will discuss in detail about the resistance in coming lecture. Here one important thing I have to discuss, what is 1 unit of electricity. 1 unit of electricity means, suppose you are using 100 watt bulb for 10 hours in a day. 10 hours in a day. So how much energy you are consuming? So energy you are consuming is watt multiplied by hour, 10 hour. So it will be watt into hour. If you convert it into kilowatt hour, so you have to divide it by 1000. So if you divide it by 1000, 1000 divided by 1000, so it becomes kilowatt hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is called, this is 1 kilowatt hour, this is called 1 unit of electricity. Means ki every day if you are burning a bulb 100 watt for 10 hours, you are consuming 1 unit of the electricity. And suppose if cost of 1 unit of electricity, 1 unit electricity cost ₹5, and you are suppose then 100 unit, cost will be 500 rupees. So 1 unit of electricity means 1 kilowatt hour. And you can also convert 1 kilowatt hour into joule. 1 kilowatt hour you can also convert into joule. How much energy you are? 1, and change kilo multiplied by 1000. Then it is watt multiply, and hour you can convert into second. 60 multiplied by 60. 60 minute multiplied by 60 second, then it becomes second. So watt multiplied by second is called joule. Watt multiplied by second. So how much it will come? 3600,000 joule of energy. Means this much energy you are using, or you can also say 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule of energy we are using in 1 unit of the electricity. This is equivalent to 1 unit of electricity. 1 unit of electricity. So this much energy we are using if you consume 1 kilowatt of the 1 kilowatt hour. Now let us consider about the basic property of the resistance. So resistance you have studied in your class 12 that it is rho L multiplied by A. Here L is the length, A is the area of cross section. So you see this relation, if you increase area, suppose area increases, then resistance will decrease. If length increases, resistance will also increase. So, and this proportionality constant, this is called resistivity. And resistivity does not change with length and area. Keep it in mind. If you write here resistivity like that, you can write here resistivity. Suppose resistance multiplied by area divided by length, and if you say area increases, then resistivity increases. No, it is a property of material. If you change material, suppose if you are using iron, resistivity will be different. If you are using aluminium, resistivity will be different. It changes from material to material, not changes according to the area and cross section.